Hello and welcome back to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be playing some more Pillars of Eternity. We are in the sort of sanitarium. It's not exactly a dungeon, it's kind of like the experimental area. We want to go and find...
Right.
I can't remember his name now. Azo, I think. Crooked chalk tally marks cover the surface of this table. Probably, there might be
I shall be
secrets, so we'll
discreet.
sneak on the basis that we might find stuff. But yeah, it looks like, I mean, if you look at the map, this looks like potentially quite a big area, so... we're going to take our time, we're going to poke around a little bit. The crooked boards show deep gouge marks. They're spaced like folk or elven fingernails. We're not going to sneak everywhere, and let's go fast mode as well. These, I guess, are like the guards. No visitors. I don't really talk to them. A little poke around and see what we see. So yeah,
Nice and slow.
like I said, there might be secrets. I'll stop and talk to any named people. Looks like a laboratory potentially. Oh, he's here. Okay. Fine. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's have a little nose around the secrets first. I might try.
Right.
Now Ooh, how many lockpicks have I actually got at the moment? I've got 6. Half my lockpicks to get in here. Okay, easy come, easy go, I guess.
Finished.
Oh, okay, Raven Wing. So one-handed mace. Accuracy when attacking the same target as an ally. Plus 45% damage. Whoa. Okay, let's I'm going to compare that to what single-handed weapon Adair is using at the moment. So he's using this Whispers of Yenwood. So how does this stack up against that? Well, this is quite valuable. I may have upgraded it with something. Maybe the con. It's good against spirits. Grazer's turn to hits is quite good too. I quite like this sword. But to be honest, that's doing the similar kind of damage to the Raven Wing. Hang on, let's have a look at this. This is slower. It's basically the same damage. This plus 45 damage, it just seems really good. Yeah, and plus he gets to use his shield. Okay, I'm kind of sold on that. Let's put that there. And go with that. That seems like a pretty good weapon. Oh, that's probably a decent use of 3 lockpicks anyway. Ooh, okay, well, I'm 6. Okay, I can use 1 to get in here.
Finished.
It's not considered stealing. What we got here? Light armor. Okay, let's have a look at this then. Compared to what I'm using. No, that's Adair, sorry. So if I get to myself. And I'm using this Jack of Wide Waters. Less stun and knockdown. I don't tend to get stunned or knocked down, though, is the thing. Being a bit of a backliner. Kind of is, the whole thing is based around that, isn't it? Stun and prone. I don't know about that, but what's Durrance using? It might be better for him. I quite like this for the area of effect. I might give this to Durrance. He doesn't really have any damage reduction. I tell you what, this is probably for a barbarian or something, I'd imagine. Human hunter, blah blah blah. I mean, it's a bit weird. His robe, though, is only really good against, like, fire damage. That's literally all it does. I think that's probably fine. Let's have a look what we got in here. Something churns and bubbles in this tank. The copper wires and conduits are shiny. The device is warm to touch. The copper wires are the same thing. And then same thing there. Okay, a little save. This seems like an interesting guy. A round-faced balding man turns to face you. His upper lip is pulled upwards slightly by his pointed nose, extending his upper teeth when he scowls.
What is the meaning of this?
Ethelmoa told me you're not supposed to be doing any more experiments.
Yes, well, Ethelmoa hasn't done much good for anybody since he had his soul moved to an inanimate object, so I fail to see why I should let that sway me. If Animants had all followed the command of their leaders, where would we be? We'd all be as backward and willfully ignorant as Raidserus. We would know nothing about life or death or even ourselves. We'd be lost in the dark with no clue as to why.
Animants must push the boundaries of knowledge, but you must be careful, Izo. Even Defiance Bay isn't as safe for research as it once was. Surely there are other paths that don't involve risking lives.
Indeed. Many lives have been spent in such pursuits, writing treatises and poems. But tell me this, how does one verify the truth of a poem? If some philosopher stumbled across the meaning of our existence, how would we know it from a false one? These are wasted lives. In Animancy there is progress. We are measurably closer to complete understanding because of our work. And that will be true until our work is complete. Who will solve Widewen's legacy? Some church? Some warrior? It will be an Animancer, or it will be no one at all.
You tried your experiments on any other subjects?
I have, yes. No point in lying about it now that Ethelmoa is involved. I asked for volunteers from our patients, and a few brave souls came forward. I was very close at one time to a breakthrough. They understood that. They understood their sacrifices would mean something.
I heard you were demoted. How did it happen? Azo's nostrils flare and he bares his upper teeth more broadly.
That's none of your concern. And one of the others put you up to this, Aldmer, that smoke weasel. Things went wrong. Everything. I don't know how. I'll never know.
He spits on the floor as if to remove a bitter taste from his mouth. I'd like access to the North Ward.
Out of the question. Those patients are in isolation for a reason.
Which they're all good options. Maybe we'll go with the perception one. Your forehead seems damp all of a sudden. Perhaps I should discuss your insubordination with the head warden.
You smug cretin. How dare you come down here and meddle? You have no idea the importance of my research.
He balls up his fist and digs his teeth into his index finger, a growl simmering beneath his breath and a deep scowl compressing his face.
Fine. Speak to them for all the good it'll do you. I'm sure the discussions will be fascinating.
He pulls a heavy key from one of his pockets and nearly slams it down on the floor before handing it to you. Okay, well, we pissed him off, but we got what we wanted. Fair enough. Right, I haven't quite done a look around here yet. Sure some of these cells have been done. That is the North Ward. Is there anything up this way?
Keeping an eye out.
Have I been in here? No, I don't think so. Alright, let's have a look. I'll take that. And the door up there. I think it's a door. Looks like a door. Whites in the cell. Okay, yeah, maybe we don't go running in there. Thank you very much. Okay, I think we're good for the North Ward now. So we're looking for like a prisoner or something here, aren't we? Well, I mean, they're all kind of prisoners. Who's this? Is this my face? Tell me! This is not my face. This is not my beautiful wife. Thundering sky, rain of blood, innocence must drown. Graham, this man has the look in his eyes of a hunted animal, and at your approach he staggers backwards into the far corner of his cell, halfway appearing as though he'd climb the walls if it would get him further away from you. He cries out, a bizarre, primal utterance like nothing you've heard. You can't hide from me, leaden key spy. Graham looks at you blankly. It's unclear whether he understands you or not, but his panic has momentarily subsided. He opens his mouth to speak, but the words that come out are half-formed, as though his tongue were cut out. They are impossible for you to discern, if indeed they are words at all.
Mutilations of animancy, crueler than any torture, to disfigure the soul. Let us return the favour to the animancers of this shit heap.
You're afraid. Do certain visitors make you afraid? He looks at you with uncertainty. Slowly, tentatively, he steps closer to the front of his cell, and as he does so, for the first time you can perceive his soul within your ken. It is misshapen, as though maimed by some jagged instrument, and large expanses of it have been gouged out entirely. You feel no barriers of resistance. If you wanted to, you could look further into Graham's soul. Okay? You project out towards the maimed soul in front of you, merging with it, its confusion and fear becoming yours as it whisks you into its depths. You're in your cell. A key turns. The door creaks open on neglected hinges. Thoughts come to you in waves, incomplete, broken, fearful. Standing at the door is a rotund, balding man. His upper teeth and pointy nose remind you of a rat. He beckons, apologetic. You don't want to go. Anything else? In your mind is a single word, and the word is no, but it dissolves before it reaches your lips. You press against the back wall, cornered. You cry out. In darkness, you fight against unseen restraints. You cannot move your arms or legs. A man walks into the room carrying a lit candle, its meagre flame casting long shadows across books and machinery. Straps bind your arms and legs. Cold metal circumscribes the crown of your head and the breadth of your chest. The man is sorry. He is in need of raw materials. They dismantled his work, and he needs another source. He needs to show them he was right. He thanks you. Then he turns a knob and you feel yourself begin to crack from within, and you can feel pieces of you being torn away, like having your insides chewed by a horde of rats, and you are screaming a scream you can barely hear. Another night, heavy footsteps outside your door, coming for you. You look through a slit in your door, the flesh giant, the artificial being just outside, but facing left, facing the end of the hall, the boy there. The boy looks with interest at the giant, then collapses to the floor like a shed snakeskin. The giant convulses for a moment, then rights itself, turns away, and leaves. Hang on, let's read this. Okay, does that mean one of the flesh giants is not who it looks, someone else who it doesn't look like? I don't know. The one who was going on about faces. Graham looks at you, still wild-eyed, but somehow more present. He nods at you, then walks back to the end of his cell. Yeah, so is it that one, or is it further up here?
These poor people. This isn't the treatment that they were promised upstairs by the cushioned seats and lush carpets. Is that the cure for soul sickness? To be thrown into a cell and subjected to the whims of your captor?
These animancers are as mad as their patients.
But if all were treated like this, the sanitarium would never survive. What did these patients do to warrant such conditions?
Here's the source of all that knowledge you were so giddy about. Kana grimaces.
It is one thing to be told as much, another to see it yourself. Let's be on our way. This place gnaws at the soul.
That's probably the cellar. A scrim. A willowy adolescent boy stands in the center of his cell, gawkish and stoop-shouldered. He stares straight ahead, the occasional blink his only movement, and it is unclear whether he registers your presence at all behind his glassy, doll-like eyes. In this state, the barriers between your soul and his are thin and porous, easily bypassed if you should wish it. You close your eyes and edge forward towards the boy's soul, and as you near, a sudden malaise comes over you. You are cold and warm all at once, sweating and shivering and straining for breath, as you did on the caravan journey. The soul you approach is the wrong one, a parasitic plant that strangles its host. It is predatory and pitiless, and you have crossed paths with it before. Too late does it occur to you to retract, and already you feel yourself plunging into some interminable abyss of thought and memory. You are standing in a cell now, the same cell in the sanitarium. The halls are moonlit and empty, and you are waiting. At the far end of the wall, the door opens, revealing a flesh golem in silhouette beneath the stone archway. It makes its usual rounds, the same stops every time, the misbegotten child of despondent creators. When the construct is close, you coil yourself up and spring forward, passing out of the boy's body as though it were a membrane. You can sense his body behind you collapsing to the floor, a puppet whose strings are cut. You are rushing towards the golem now, bodiless as a gust of wind. Quickly, you think to yourself, quickly, and you feel the strength hemorrhaging from your soul as you dart towards this makeshift abomination. You pass into the golem's shell and overtake the soul implanted within, encircling it, suppressing it, and contained in this new vessel you are strong again. You step heavy-footed down corridors unheeded by the other constructs, and scrutinized only by the wary, untrustworthy eyes of the mad, coming at last to an office piled with books and scribbled papers and the perverse implements of animancy. You set your oversized hands upon a large machine, a nest of globes and tubes and coils in the center of the room, and go to work, bending wires and unsettling alignments. Your surroundings are pulled past you, or perhaps you are pulled past them, and they dissolve into a blur. When they settle into place again, you are outside on a clear day, standing in front of a crowd stacked high above you on the tiered seats of an amphitheater. You are acting for the crowd, standing deliberately still, but this is no play. A balding man with rodent-like features is strapping you to a machine, the one you had tampered with. You see your arms for the first time, short and fleshy, unmistakably those of a little girl, but this body is not truly yours. Your mind still holds the same determination, the same hard-heartedness as before. The body itself is cold and vacuous. Unlike the others, this one has no soul of its own. The man speaks, and the crowd applauds with an enthusiasm worthy of a hero's entrance.
Bear witness!
He says, and he pulls a lever. The machine shivers and sparks, and a bead of sweat rolls down the side of the man's brow, but the crowd's apprehension quickly gives way to awe as a crystal globe fills with a radiant mist that casts the entire theatre aglow. He opens a valve, and the glow crawls through a tube along a length of copper wiring that runs to a set of electrodes beneath your armpits. You feel nothing when it reaches you, as it should be, for you have been leading his work astray periodically for some time, altering notes and settings and playing puppeteer for Hollowborn, but you make it look how people would expect it to look when a body is infused with a soul. In a moment, the machine goes dark and the man unstraps you, eyeing you with a scientist's concern. He looks back up at the crowd. "Behold!" he says, but there is an obvious hesitation in his voice. Slowly you take a plodding step forward, and then another and another. You look up at the man, giving him the eye contact of which no Hollowborn is capable, and the crowd gasps. The man looks relieved.
How do you feel?
He asks at a volume meant for the crowd, and this is the moment. At the top of your lungs, you let out a piercing shriek. The man comes towards you, his hands outstretched, but you run the other way, back to the machine. With all your strength, you drive your head into the crystal globe, and it shatters, streaking your head with warm blood. You drive your head down onto the surface of the machine again and again, drawing panicked screams from the crowd. A and by the time the man reaches you, your body has already ceased proper function and merely twitches on the cold ground. Satisfied, you depart the corpse in search of another unsuspecting host. Who could put their faith in animancy now? You are pulled again from your surroundings, transcending the boundaries of memories and lifetimes, deeper and deeper past betrayals and murders and lies upon lies that form the thick webbing of plots beyond mortal comprehension. You settle at last on a room you have seen before, expansive with a tall device encasing an Adra monolith at its center. The room is filled with people, and the people all look at the device. You are yanked suddenly back to reality, and the once catatonic boy in the cell is looking directly at you, appraising and calculating. There is no mistaking now that it is the soul of the man who caused your awakening that gazes out from that burrowed husk. A watcher. You made me into a watcher. I need you to undo it. Is that so? He makes no effort to hide his disinterest, but he continues to search your eyes. He makes a slight grunting noise, and his eyes soften for an instant, and it seems, for that moment, that he recognizes you. He opens his mouth to speak, then seems to think better of what he was about to say. His jaw tightens. I know your look. You hunger. Hunger for answers that elude you. It gnaws at your soul. It usurps your reason for being. You are like everyone. I will help you let go. He dodges backwards with startling grace, putting himself out of reach. On his face, there is no malice, only the dispassion of a farmer putting down a sick animal. And then suddenly he slumps forward. Okay, so we have a bit of a riot on our hands now. Let's have a look at this man who waits thing, though. So, yes, there's obviously plots going on that we don't really know an awful lot about just at this point. So. Now, where am I? Oh, I'm there. Okay. This flesh construct might be a bit tricky. So. Barely injured. I'm gonna run bravely into the cell. Is that dazing? Some blinding, dazing. Okay. I like Aloth being the guy at the front there. Be a good fusion thing.
What?
Stay in range. Right, so that thing's going to go off and no one's going to be in range. Nice.
Ready.
He may actually move into range of this thing.
Hey.
Yeah. Might be able to hit all three of them. I'll tail off out a little bit.
Yes?
Yes.
Your tail ends.
Oh, they're immune. Oh, good. At least he's turned.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So I put my wound on him. Let's do one.
Hey.
Let's just try and keep the dare. Protecting Aloth. Oh, Kai, I've just turned all this stuff.
What?
Okay, what else have we got? Well, maybe do use our...
Arthek were Thunroth.
Right, maybe fireball.
Arthek.
Oh, we did quite a lot of damage to that guy.
I'm ready.
Alright, what do we got?
What? Here's a lesson to...
Let's go.
How may I help?
Just this guy now. Maybe the one we turned on our side, but he's going to turn back, isn't he?
Following your lead.
Right, we've got some...
Suck!
Hey.
Varathis!
There we go. Okay. Well, probably have a look around here. Let's go into
Let's see what lies this way.
sneak mode as well. The chains growing with added weight. Crescent bite marks pitch the edges of the cot. Buckets recoil. I noticed all my taxes got stolen again. What was this? I wonder when we actually can take that. It might just be in like a chest at the keep, of course. You still got 18 hours still. Yeah, I've again lost all my... I mean, I'm trying to build the security. I mean, I guess it's still in the process of being built, so... Right, so what's the journal thing? I wonder if we should go and speak to Cadman again. He might even be waiting out here to chat. Oh, no, we're going to be fighting, are we?
Let's go. Let's go.
Okay.
Yes? That's not very helpful.
Yeah. Let's go.
Let's burn this away!
I'm ready.
Hey. You're not getting through me.
Following your lead. Your tail ends here!
Still going. My bear!
How may I help?
Let's go.
I'm ready.
That's so strong, that skill. Oh no! We're going to be doing a bit more of that.
Yeah. Let's go.
How may I help?
Yeah.
Keep knocking him down. But he gets up again. You're never going to keep him
Here's a
down.
lesson to be taught.
Good boy. Another one in here, wasn't there?
Yeah. Let's go.
Hi? That's not very helpful.
Right.
What? I'll let Margaret's fire bless this one.
Damn, there.
I'm ready. For the Republics!
Finishing.
Stunzenet Bostenago Bats!
Go. Oh no! Yeah, I feel like we should go and check on Cadman. He might be in a bad way. He's still here.
What have you done?
You've been experimenting on patients against their wills, mangling their souls. I've witnessed it with my own eyes. Azo's face drains of what little colour it had.
How could you possibly? Look, it had to be done. Ethelmore and the others, they took everything from me. Everything when I was this close. I had to know where I failed and why. Imagine the value if I'd succeeded. I had something that could make all those hollow infants into something like a real person. And with a few more patrons and a few years' research, who knows? No one's come that close with the legacy. It's why I have to continue, why I have to risk everything here working in secret. It's why you have to lie to Ethelmore for me. Tell him you've cleared me of all suspicion.
I'll expose you
Then
for
I
what you
can't
are.
let you get in my way either.
Ah well.
Will they made on Ansawu?
Fancy your chances, dude. Okay, what did he have? Subject is male. This is about Graham, who I think we've killed now. Powers of speech absent, presumably as a result of the overfragmentation of his soul. As such, he is the ideal subject for present research. However, experimentation has caused severe pain and induced panic, and I have had to enlist the aid of the guards in transporting him for more recent procedures. I'm close to a breakthrough. I found an ample source of essence now, and the vessels have responded positively to infusion with the proxy. Human trials, the next logical course. Yeah, so, we've got proof of his misdeeds. Another one with kind of, as they say, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. I think he had good intentions, but clearly he wasn't going about it the right way. One of the patients is legging it. Not surprised. Alright, let's go and talk to the statue again then.
What the blazes happened down there? You were given permission to ask questions.
I had things under control until I killed the Leaden Key spy, at which point he possessed a flesh construct. You finish your explanation, and Ethelmore breaks his silence.
I have read accounts of people in history who could do what you describe. The accounts are few and brief and never reliable. Some go as far to suggest they are all the same person. If truly such a person were here among us, plotting our ruin, would that I had a body again, and could be of some real use in our time of need. I fear what the future may hold for this place. I am grateful you were able to dispatch the threat before there was a loss of innocent life. We very nearly had another scandal on our hands. What of Azo? What part did his experiments play in this catastrophe? When I confronted him, I was forced to kill him. Ugh, such a waste. There was none more gifted working here. In time, I had hoped to rehabilitate his image, but a mind like his, so full of ideas, leaves little room for patience. I would inquire more into the matter, but in truth, you have done this institution a favour. Were his transgressions ever to reach the public, there would be a terrible uproar. I was blind to have trusted him a second time. I trust you will be more cautious in future inquiries.
Gods keep you.
That's us done, I guess. Alright, let's get out of here.
Aloth. Never before have I met an Adiran man so hesitant
Hail,
to
traveller.
speak his mind.
Beg your pardon, I've got a message for you. You're summoned to Amateur House where Lady Webb wishes to meet you as soon as possible. They say she's an ancient spider spinning her webs throughout the city. She wishes to see you, that either bodes very well or very ill.
How did you know where to find me? Well, it's Lady Webb. She knows everything. Tell me about her.
Do you not know Lady Webb? She's, well, no one's seen her exactly in a long time, but she's the mistress of Dunrid Row. Has been for as long as I can remember. She's supposed to be old, older than anybody. She never leaves her room. Some say she's wasted away and she's just a pile of bones kept animated by dark magics. She's still at it. The best anyone can tell. Learning things, keeping us safe, pulling the strings behind the throne too, it's said. There's a ring of ciphers doing her bidding, telling her everything that goes on. You do wrong in this country, before you go asking the gods for forgiveness, best you ask Lady Webb first. Alright.
I'm not hesitant. I just
I want to have a...
to consider my words carefully.
I want to have a look at this stuff. So, see what else we've got to do. Anslog's Compass. Fine, that's outside the city. That's outside the city. That's outside the city. As is that. Endless Paths, Durance thing. Okay, so yeah, let's do Hadra House now then. We've kind of done a lot of the side quests and stuff that you can do within the city, so...
You should really hear yourself talk, amigo.
Oh. Older robed man. Hang on. As you near the apparition, you are overcome suddenly by a powerful anxiety that sits like a stone in your stomach. The feeling is not quite real, the recollection of an emotion rather than the emotion itself. It wrenches your insides, nevertheless. The apparition's brow is tensed, a look of concern playing across its face.
The other missionaries say you have been neglectful of your duties.
My mind has been elsewhere.
Oh? And what troubles you?
The pain in your stomach deepens, and you feel for a moment as though you are about to be sick. Your mouth has gone dry. Forgive me, Eminence, I wish to leave the Order. The man folds his fingers together and presses them to his mouth, thoughtful.
You have been an apt student, and your convictions have inspired those around you. May I ask what has changed to make you feel this way?
God, I don't know. The people we intended to convert, they committed unspeakable acts, sacrifices, mutilations. The apparition exhales slowly, and its lips press together, a sympathetic rapport in its eyes. It places its hand on your shoulder.
These are the ways of the heathen world.
Surely the gods would do better to destroy us all and start anew.
Perhaps they would. It may come to that one day. This is why we must not fail. The heathens are beyond the gods' reach. They do not know better. We are tasked with delivering them to the gods, so that the gods may heal their souls.
Such a thing possible?
I have seen it with my own eyes. You will see it too, if you choose to remain. There is no greater calling than the one we have chosen. Neither words, nor wealth, nor battle will end this suffering. Only the gods. Will you give them that chance?
The knot in your stomach seems to loosen all at once, and the anxiety is replaced with something else entirely, something warm and soothing, and it is something you know you can never repay. As the vision fades, you start to become cognizant of the many odd looks aimed in your direction. Your last response echoes in your mind. I will. Okay. Right, let's go back to Hadra House. Now, she was upstairs, I think, wasn't she?
This room? Lady Webb will see you now.
Margaret's fire casts light in dark places.
Huh?
Rob the old biddy. She can see me. But 15 copper, I probably won't bother. Yeah. Alright. This woman clutches a thick stack of parchment with spindly, wrinkled fingers, their flesh stretched thin to near translucence with extreme age, a gossamer veil over pale blue veins. Ink splotches and candle burns dot and stripe her hands like a quilt, patterned after some great, indescribable truth. She doesn't look up from her reading.
So, the messenger conveyed my summons. A miracle that would make the reincarnation of Aothis look like a child's cantrip, surely. It doesn't draw the most inspired minds, messaging. They failed me so many times of late, I nearly sent a cipher after you instead. So this is the Watcher who took over Cad Noir. Oh, don't look so surprised. It isn't an attractive expression. I wouldn't be where I am for long if I let details like that escape me.
This is exactly what I would picture Aelith's mother to be like.
And this fiasco in the sanitarium that you seem to have gotten yourself into the middle of. What in blazes possessed you to stir that nest of trouble?
I'm investigating a strange group.
Strange does not begin to describe them. The practices of the Leaden Key defy all reason. You're not the only one with an interest in their recent activities. I've lost 4 ciphers this year alone trying to get someone inside their ranks. As it is, we only have our suspicions about who is in the group and what they intend, which I suppose means we have much in common with them. I asked you here because I wanted to know what your interest was in all of this. I thought perhaps we might help each other. Why are you looking for the Leaden Key?
To be honest, one of their members caused my soul to awaken. I need him to reverse it. She closes her eyes and the lids flicker. Then her face goes still and her mouth parts, little more than a sliver. Sorry. And her mouth parts, not mouth parts like she's a spider or something. Little more than a sliver, and her hand briefly drops open, spilling some of her parchment to the ground. The pages wafting around her legs like the leaves of a dying tree. Her fleshy eyelids peel back and her gaze is immediately upon you.
The gods are cruel, I'm afraid. The man you seek is Theos Ix Arcanon, Grand Master of the Leaden Key. One of the most elusive and dangerous men Eora has ever known.
What can you tell me about him?
More than most, though very few would know so much as his name. And there is no way of knowing how much of what I've read is true. The Leaden Key dates back more than 2,000 years. If rumors are to be believed, Theos was the one who created it. What scraps of evidence exist suggest that he has died many times, only to be reborn each time exactly the same man. Awakened during adolescence with all the knowledge and experience of all his lifetimes. The plots he orchestrates sometimes take hundreds of years to bear fruit. Needless to say, this is not the natural order of things. But he is said to be one of Woodica's favored, and that old bat was never one to let rules get in the way of favoritism. That may also explain another supposed gift of his. His body is no boundary to his soul, and he is known to take possession of others, if their souls are weak enough. Often it is for elaborate deceptions, but sometimes he simply forces them to kill themselves. He is not known for his generous supply of pity.
So it was probably Theos then in the sanitarium just now.
He is also not one to show himself in any but their most critical matters. If he has directly involved himself in whatever the group plots now, it may be your only chance to find him. And once you do find him, if you can find him, I would not hold my hopes too high if I were you. He is a driven, single-minded man. He will not have the slightest concern for your problems.
How do you know so much about him?
The same way I come by all my knowledge. Exhaustive research, spying, bribery, perhaps some less savory measures. Whatever the knowledge demands, I pay in full. There is nothing of greater value. Unfortunately, with Theos, there is also nothing more scarce. He has covered his tracks far too well. His manipulations of the course of history are lost to time now, though I believe they were many.
What else can you tell me about the leaden key?
Precious little, I'm afraid. You may know much of it already. No one member knows the identity of more than a handful of other members. They are kept in the dark of missions they are not involved in, or sometimes of those they are involved in. They exist to hide secrets they themselves don't know, if you can imagine how gullible someone must be for that to appeal. Despite that, they are very good at what they do, owing much to their founder, who will take matters into his own hands when necessary. And he does not fail.
Okay, well, what do you want from me?
Keep me informed. The leaden key has been busy lately, and that is distressing news. I can only guess as to what they intend. You seem to have a knack for turning the stones they've crawled beneath. Keep turning them. Dunreed Row will not stop you. Whatever it is they're up to, figuring it out will be of great use to both of us. In your case, it will surely point you to Theos. In return, I will share our knowledge with you as we learn it, and provide you with what assistance I can.
Okay.
If you find your trail has run cold, come to me with whatever you have. There is much I may be able to do for you.
There is something I can tell you.
Well, let's hear it.
I found Theos in Brackenbury Sanitarium impersonating a patient. He was trying to damage the public's opinion of animancy.
Forgive me, it is unlike Theos to leave witnesses. He must be furious. He did not aid you as you'd hoped, I take it? Well, take heart. With any luck, when he has finished his business, he will surely come and find you again, if only to kill you while you sleep. This news of yours makes sense, of course. To dabble in animancy is to puzzle over the secrets of the gods. This would not be the Leaden Key's first action against it. But if this is connected to their other activities, we may be in for something on a much larger scale. If we can learn more about their goals and methods, perhaps we can get the palace behind us. With Avar's support, we may be able to put a stop to this. Yes? Try
well.
your best not to die out there.
I'll try. Okay, well, we've got one other lead at the moment, then, haven't we? To go back to the graveyard, there's that tower, I think, that we should be able to get into now. We should go and do that. Heritage. Now, that's the one. We've been here before. I'm not anticipating there to be any enemies. We never know. They may have respawned. I think we'll rest before we go, and we're getting a little low on the spell slots and stuff, so let's have a quick rest. Anyone who can damage vessels is probably gonna... Right. Right, in we go. The massive stone door of the tower is sealed, and there doesn't appear to be any way of opening it. Speak the words you learned from the Legend Keep acolyte. You hear rumbles and clanks from hidden tumblers as the door unlocks. In we go. What have we got? We got ghoul. Let me just drop back into formation.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
Let's go!
There's quite a few.
Aye?
I can.
Huh?
Let's burn this away!
Oh, Skellington. Wizard.
Hey,
Okay.
Follow Ansawu. Let's end this!
Get him, Max. Nice. Let's get in this guy's face.
Yes?
Hey, Pelagina. Well, got badly. What do we do?
Dunzelet Bostenago Bats.
Blam. Let's go get his face.
Yeah. Let's go!
How may I help?
let's have it out!
Let's go!
How may I help?
These uns are in for a walloping!
Following your... Sacre Blue!
What?
Don't think we need the healing.
Let's burn this away!
Hey,
Hey.
How may I help?
let's have it out!
Let's go!
Could be it. No, still going.
Yes?
Yes.
Let's end this!
All that lovely sweet vessel flesh. Okay, what do we got here?
Laying low.
Check traps, check secrets. Crumpled page from Aldhelm's journal. Day 7, a week of study, and we're still none the wiser about this device. Trindig remains optimistic. I don't know what we'd do without his spirit. Trindig's letter. Dearest mother and father, you'll be pleased to hear that I've learned much already since coming to the city. There are many incredible ruins nearby, and Master Greg has allowed me to accompany him on a number of expeditions. I'm writing to you from inside an ancient Engwithan tower. There's an entire district built up around it, but the locals have mostly left the tower untouched. They have let us set up temporary living quarters here, so our work can continue uninterrupted. It is an unsettling place at times, but Master Greg has been a constant comfort, and he is quick to remind me that the things we learn from this tower may one day help us find a cure for Waidwin's legacy. I'd better get some rest now. Mr. Greg likes to get an early start to the day. useful. The mattress is lumpy and smells of old straw, but whoever slept here at least made it neatly. Essence shimmers and pulsates within the strange device. Okay. Room formation. I wonder if I can hit him from here.
Let's go!
Yeah.
Let's go!
Sure.
Yes?
I'm ready.
Revenants answer that.
Hey,
Hey.
Following your lead. Will they evade on Ansawu? Your tail ends here!
Aye?
What?
What?
Let's burn this away!
More in that. We got a little skeleton.
I'm ready.
Vi aces vox converan!
How may I help? I shall deal with this one.
Huh?
Let's go!
There he goes. Just gonna go ahead and stealth.
Be constant.
Traps, etc. From Eldhelm's journal. Day 2. We've completed our measurements of the machine thanks to Trindig's youthful agility. Further examination is required to discover its intended use. Could be good for Adair, that. It's the same one. Sorry, my doorbell went, so I had to go and answer that. Let's grab that. There's probably going to be more stuff in here.
Worth a look.
Ooh. Bit of gold. There's probably not too much going on there, but let's
go!
put him from cover as we
Yes.
do. I think he's on his own.
These uns are in for a
No,
walloping!
there's a group.
Yeah.
I immediately regret this. Well, not really.
Let's go!
Good, actually.
I'm ready.
Alright, the Balladine there. He's down. He's pretty badly injured. About.
Dunzenet postendago bazzo!
hey,
Let's run in here.
Leave it to me!
Hit him, I guess.
You're not getting through. Leave it to me!
You can do that. Right.
Leave it to me!
Following your lead. Will they evade on Ansawu? For Takoa!
How may I help?
Right, what do we got? Well, let's go into
Eyes
sneak
open.
again, just in case there's anything in here. Cash. Patting the scratchy old coverlet thickens the air with dust. No one's used this bed in weeks. We're kind of done on this level, so let's get ready to move up. But I think we'll do that next time. I've had a quick look at the time of the video. It seems like a good place to leave it for now. So I'll just say thanks very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, if you could hit that like button, that'd be awesome. Do leave a comment as well. Let me know what you think about the game, the series, the way the plot's moving. Yeah, like I said, I've never played it to completion, so I don't know where the stuff with Theos and the Leaden Key goes. So I'm kind of learning it almost for the first time again. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on the wider story as well. And a big thank you as well to our channel members, as always, for supporting Boring Dad Gaming as well. And, you know, if anyone else is interested in checking out memberships and gaining earlier access to my videos, that'd be amazing. But thanks very much, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye for now.